Hello, hello, hello. Today we're talking all about how to deal with outgrowing people or feeling disconnected from your old friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dasha, and I know this transition period could be very confusing, very lonely, very triggering, very sad, disappointing, confusing. So I just want to send some love to your tender heart, to your tender self, and just let you know that that's normal. And I have experienced this so many times because during each up level, your frequency shifts and your environment shifts, and you might have really big changes in your life. You might have big changes in your career, in your business, and in your community, in your friends. So, what happens is, as you're going along your self development journey, your self awakening journey, your journey of evolution, you are starting to take off these masks. You're starting to take off these masks that you felt like you had to wear to belong, to be part of a tribe, to be part of the community. And you might be also taking off these habits, these toxic habits that you used to do that you felt you had to do, like drinking socially, or gossiping, or complaining, or judging, or shaming, or speaking about certain kind of people. I know for me, when I went on my deep, deep journey into healing men, it's not healing men, healing my relationship with men, healing me, deep journey, inner work around men, healing my relationship to men, learning how to love and understand men, learning that women and men think very differently. And I put down my sword of emasculating men forever. No, never again. Am I ever going to emasculate men? There's so many ways that women emasculate men, that men emasculate each other. And my intention for humanity is deep love, coming back to love, coming back into self love. And so we can project more love rather than project our pain, the confusion. So I saw huge shifts in the way women talked about men, and I didn't want to be around that anymore. And there was a moment where I was like, okay, do I want to call them in or do I just not want to be around them? Because some people can be very righteous about their views because they'd rather be right than happy. They'd rather hold on to the pain of righteousness, of putting someone down, being right about being unhappy, being so righteous about complaining and suffering. And that can be really painful. That could be really freaking painful. And there are times where you're just hobbies change, habits change, right? And you just don't feel like you belong anymore. You don't have similar things to talk about. You have passion and drive and excitement, and they're like questioning everything, doubting everything, have nothing exciting to share about their life. So there's many, or maybe they're shaming you, they're making fun of you. There's many things that happen, right? And it's scary. It's really scary to let go of these people. But what I've noticed is the more we release, the more we let them go, the better people come into our life. And yes, sometimes it's a moment of a pause between the breath, in the mystery, in the darkness, in the void, where there's no one. The old have fallen away and the new have not come. This is the time of recalibration. This is time to pause, to go inwards, to reflect, and to open yourself and to start being seen, seen without your mask. The more you are authentic, the more you are vulnerable, the more you are open, the more you will attract the like-minded people, right? The more you will attract the people that are in your frequency, that are in your vibration, that are like, oh my God, I'm into the same things. I'm into that. I do that. I want that. Don't try and pretend you're something you're not, because that's going to cause you pain. Because you will keep holding this feeling and carrying this feeling of not belonging because you're not being you. You're being someone else. All right, let's take a breath in. And I'd love to hear your biggest takeaways so far in the chat. If you need to pause this video to comment and then continue watching, just to bring in some favorite frames to anchor this into you. I want to also talk about the environment. It's so important. With my identity, as my identity shifted from scarcity, from being unworthy, undeserving, from being a dirty hippie, hanging around incredible soul connected people, heart connected people, but deeply in scarcity, some deeply in their wounds of running away, of being disconnected to their power. And I was stepping more into my goddess essence, hanging out with the goddesses, hanging out with women that valued themselves, that loved themselves. I had to step up. And my journey started with myself, but then it responded. You know, I started to dress like a goddess. I started to live in places that felt like an energetic match to who I'm wanting to be. Not a leak, not a drain, not walking in and being proud, like being excited to invite people into my house, into my space, because I'm like proud of where I live. Riding a scooter that I loved, that was my goddess scooter that I paid double for because it was sky blue and it's what a goddess drove, not the cheapest, scratched, dirty, falling apart scooter, which is what I would have gone for before. And then my identity as a woman shifted and evolved. And I started to hang out with more people who understood the energetics of money, who valued money, who knew it was just energy and frequency that flows in, that it's not a reflection of your worthiness and deservingness, that it just is. And you are born worthy and deserving, and inherently it just gets to come. And if this conversation is triggering, find some of my other money videos where I dissect all these beliefs and liberate you and support you, because our beliefs create our reality. So what you're carrying, sometimes you think like, I'm open to money, I want money, but then in your subconscious you're like, money's evil, money, greedy people who have money. So do you think you're going to attract money? No, you're fucking not. You don't want to be greedy. You don't want to be evil because you're a heart-centered being. So understanding that money is just energy. Money can be love. Money can be freedom. Money can be empowerment, liberation. It can also be a scapegoat for people to project all the things that they don't want to look at in their life and blame money for it. And that's what I found working with people one-on-one around money, diving into their money trauma, because money trauma is actually a thing. Yeah, money trauma is a thing. Crazy. There's actually psychologists that study this and work on this. And we just ignore it. We just ignore it. We just struggle through it. They think it's normal. But this is what we do with sexual trauma. We just ignore it. And then we think that walking around numb is what it's like. No, you are an alive, energetic being. You are constantly vibrating. Your natural state is eros, life force energy. This is your creative force. This is your magnetic force. This is your amplification force. And people walk around so numb, so fucking numb, so numb to this existence, to the beauty, to the magic, to the potency of their temple. So let's take a breath. So the environment is so important. Hang out with the people that bring you up. You're the average of the 5 people you hang out with. Energetically, with your beliefs, mindset, you are constantly calibrating to people around you, or they're calibrating to you. So where you are right now is so normal. Don't worry about it. Don't be like, oh my God, there's something wrong with me. There is nothing wrong with you. You are a divine being of God. You are divine creation. You are perfect. You are sexy, juicy, beautiful. And if you don't see that, start there. And keep speaking your truth. Keep being yourself. And you will attract the most amazing people. And grieve the people that you have to let go of. I have so many people in my life that had to leave my life. And it gets worse. I'm sorry to tell you this, but at one point you are surrounded by the most beautiful, heart-centered beings. And everyone is just people you've always wished to be around. But then your frequency shifts again. And these beautiful people, they're just not in alignment. But they're so sweet, but they're just not in alignment. And you have to let them go. And it's like you question everything. You really question everything because you're like, but they're so sweet. They're so heart-centered. They're so beautiful. They were aligned to the previous version of myself. Why are they not aligned to me now? Why is my energy field pushing them away? And that's hard, that's confusing. But don't worry, keep connecting to yourself, and the most aligned, beautiful souls will come to you. They'll be magnetized to you. And the other thing you can do is put yourself in spaces where these people hang out. So, for example, if you've quit alcohol and you want to be around people that know how to have a good time sober, you might go to an ecstatic dance. If you're valuing your health and fitness, you might be hanging out with people at the gym or going to breathwork gatherings. If you care about money and you want to liberate yourself from the shame and the scarcity shackles, you might join my money magic course to be around people that are healers, changemakers, thought leaders, spiritual, heart-centered, beautiful beings that actually want to transform themselves and heal the money trauma. And then you will be around people that don't carry this shame and not going to project shame, that you actually give a shit about your financial health and stability, and that you want to liberate yourself to circulate the money, to give people better jobs that are more empowering, that really take care of them. So you breath in. You might want to put yourself, if you're a business owner, into my mastermind to be around people that are thinking about business in a new way, in a way that's expansive, that's using your superhuman abilities to create the business. So it's 20% effort, 80% reward, rather than humaning or magicking, rather than putting 80% effort so hard, pushing, suffering, struggling, and then only reaping 20% benefit. Or there may be other spaces that you know about that would make sense to put yourself into. These are just a couple of examples. So, my loves, I love you so much. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful. And I'm going to give you an integration practice, a journaling prompt to reflect on. So you can write it down, or you can just ponder into the comments, into the chat. I'd love to read. What if? What if? What if the most soul-aligned clients are on the way to your life and you just need to create energetic space to allow them in? To say clients, I might have said clients. I don't know what I just said. I was just channeling. So put that, because maybe you're dealing with that. This is for someone watching. But I don't know what I said. I don't know if I said it right or not. I'm teaching conscious sales right now. It's so in my field. We talk all about having soulmate clients, soul aligned clients. It's like soulmates, best friends, soulmate, but they're clients. So I might have said that. It's really in my field. It's really my field to come out into this video. When I was like talking about money magic and Shkoda Mastermind, there was a thing where it's like, oh, talk about conscious sales. And I was like, I don't think this is the right time. And it's like, no, it is. So it came through the field. And I'm like, did I just say that? Anyway, so if you want to transform your relationship in sales, in the way you sell your ideas, then you can jump into that. If you want to be around people that love selling, know how to sell their movements, this is the place. Your pondering question is, what if? What if the most soulmate humans are on the way to me and I just need to create spaciousness to receive them? And that could look like people falling away, me having more space for them, other like toxic behaviors falling away so I can receive them, or maybe just expanding my capacity. There's no right, wrong. Just ponder, what if? What if it's this or something better? What if? This is a sentence I live by. What if it's this or something better? It always is. It's this or something even better. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching this. I'm excited. If you're binging and watching all the other videos, I'd love to hear in the comments What are your favorite frames? What are you taking away? What's your favorite thing? What has impacted? What have you integrated? What has shifted your life? And thank you again. I have so much love for you, so much gratitude. Thank you for supporting my vision, the vision of Shkoda, our mystery school, to infuse magic and miracle into the mundane and make magic and consent mainstream. Thank you for sharing this message. Thank you for subscribing, commenting, liking. Everything means so much. And I'll see you soon. I'm wishing you so much love.